Picture this. You're counting on Social Security to fund your golden years. But come 2026, unexpected tweaks could shrink those monthly payments or shift when you can claim your full share. It's a wake-up call for millions of retirees and soon-to-be retirees across America. Social Security, America's cornerstone safety net for those who've worked hard and are ready to step back. Check out the official site at https://www.ssa.gov. Is gearing up for some significant tweaks in 2026. These aren't minor tweaks. They'll impact everything from how much cash lands in your pocket each month to tax implications and even the ideal time to start drawing benefits. Millions of seniors and folks approaching retirement will feel the ripple effects. So staying in the loop now can prevent nasty shocks down the line and help you squeeze every last penny out of your earned benefits. Some of these shifts are the usual suspects, like tweaks for inflation, but others wrap up long-running policy shifts, such as bumping up the full retirement age and tweaking payroll tax ceilings. Together, they're a big deal for our national retirement framework. For anyone already retired or mapping out their exit strategy, getting clued in on these changes means smarter money moves and maximizing what you're owed. To make it easy, I'll break down the 5 biggest updates slated for 2026 based on details from https://www.ssa.gov/news/press-sheets/Colafax2025, with simple explanations to help even beginners navigate this. Table of contents. 1. Cost of living adjustment, COLA, might deliver a smaller bump. 2. Full retirement age hits 67 for everyone. 3. Elevated payroll tax cap, taxes more of your earnings. 4. Earnings limits increase for benefit recipients who keep working. 5. Adjustments to work credits and long-term financial health. 1. Cost of living adjustment, COLA, might deliver a smaller bump. Every year, the cost of living adjustment, or COLA. Learn more at https://www.ssa.gov. Keep Social Security payouts keeping pace with rising prices. In 2026, experts are eyeing a bump of about 2.6% to 2.8%, which is on the milder side compared to the hefty rises we've seen in recent years amid skyrocketing inflation. To put it in real terms, if you're getting an average $2,000 monthly check in 2025, you'd see roughly $52 to $56 extra each month in 2026. Sure, that's still an uptick, but it's nowhere near the 8.7% leap in 2023 or even the 3.2% for 2024. This gentler increase mirrors an economy that's cooling off post-pandemic, with inflation dialed down but not back to pre-2020 levels. Still, for many retirees, this might not cut it against climbing costs like healthcare bills, property taxes, or just everyday groceries. In essence, the 2026 COLA will protect some buying power, but it won't provide the same cushion retirees got used to during those high inflation stretches. Keep an eye out. The final number drops in October 2025, drawn from third quarter inflation stats. 2. Full retirement age hits 67 for everyone. Hold on to your hats. 2026 marks a major checkpoint where the full retirement age, FRA, for Social Security perks reaches 67 for all born in 1960 or later. Details at https://www.ssa.gov/pubs/N5735. This wraps up a slow roll started by a 1983 law that lifted it from 65 over decades. Your FRA is that sweet spot where you can grab your full retirement payout without any early claiming penalties. Snag it sooner, say at 62, and you could slash your monthly take by as much as 30% forever. Wait past FRA, up to 70, and you might boost checks by about 8% annually. This might jolt folks who still think 65 is the normal retirement age. For those on the cusp, it often means holding out longer to dodge cuts or settling for less if early claims are tempting. But here's where it gets controversial. Is pushing back the age fair in a world where jobs demand more physically and mentally, and not everyone can work into their late 60s? Some argue it's necessary for sustainability, while others see it as punishing hard-working people. And this is the part most people miss. It ties into broader shifts for folks living longer and changing work patterns. If you're planning, double-check your personal FRA via your My Social Security account and weigh the pros and cons of timing your claim to avoid regrets. 3. Elevated payroll tax cap. Taxes more of your earnings annually. The Social Security Administration ups the max earnings hit with payroll taxes, the so-called wage base cap. For 2026, it's expected to climb from $176,100 in 2025 to about $183,600. Per projections from outlets like Kiplinger and USA Today, the tax rate stays put at 6.2% for workers and 12.4% for self-employed folks. See the full report at https://www.ssa.gov/oactr2025.pdf. But with a higher cap, bigger earners will see more of their paychecks taxed. For instance, a $190,000 salary in 2026 means taxes on the first $183,600 versus $176,100 before. That's extra hundreds in contributions. While this mainly bites higher incomes, it could gently lift future benefits tied to your career earnings. On a wider scale, it pumps more cash into Social Security's funds, bolstering against shortfalls looming in the 2030s. It's a small step in ongoing fixes to keep the system afloat and equitable. 4. Earnings limits increase for benefit recipients who keep working for 2026. There's an update to the earnings test, which dials back payouts for retirees claiming early but staying employed. If your income tops certain thresholds, benefits get trimmed temporarily. Projections show the limit jumping to around $24,360 for those under FRA all year, and about $64,800 for folks hitting FRA mid-year, both up from 2025. This gives working retirees a tad more breathing room before reductions kick in. How it plays out: exceed the limit pre-FRA, and the SSA docks $1 in benefits for every $2 over. In the FRA year, it's $1 withheld per $3 over the higher mark. Don't panic, nothing's gone for good. At FRA, benefits get adjusted to include those withheld months. It adds flexibility for active retirees, but smart budgeting is key to sidestepping surprise cuts. 5. Adjustments to work credits and long-term financial health. Rounding out the changes, 2026 sees a slight hike in the Social Security work credit threshold. You earn 1 credit per year by hitting a minimum earnings mark. In 2025, that's $1,730. Expect it to edge up to roughly $1,800 in 2026, keeping up with inflation. Generally, 40 credits, about 10 years of work, unlock retirement benefits. So you'll need a bit more income for each credit, but it's balanced with wage trends. Beyond that, the Social Security Board of Trustees, visit https://gov/act/tr, flags that funds could dry up by 2035 without fixes. Benefits won't disappear. Tax revenues would cover 80%, but it highlights reform needs. These 2026 shifts remind us the system's solid now, yet faces demographic and economic strains. Younger folks, take note for your retirement blueprint. What do you think? Does bumping the retirement age to 67 help or hurt folks in tough jobs? And should we prioritize raising taxes on higher earners to shore up funds or explore other solutions? Share your views or counterpoints in the comments. I'd love to hear the debate.